Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this evening's event. My name's Ian Hughes. I'm one of the coordinators for the British-Japanese Parliamentary Group. I'd just like to say a number of thank yous. Thank you obviously to His Excellency the Ambassador for giving generously of his time to be here. A thanks to all of the sponsors for this evening's event who've made the event possible. And a special thank you to sponsors of the British-Japanese Parliamentary Group. Without their support, which is ongoing to the group, we wouldn't really be able to even think about mounting such events. I'm sure those of you who do come to our events will notice we are pushing the cultural boundaries. We've had a film in here. We're now having a concert, so who knows where we're going to go from there. A thank you to my fellow coordinator, Alethea Warrington, for all of the hard work that's actually gone into this evening's event, and also NAOMI and Akiko. I will shortly call on the Ambassador to say a few words, but before that I'd just like to run through one or two details about this evening's event. So please, if you would switch your mobile phones off, if you have not done them, or put them on silent. Please take special care of your bags, because we do explode bags that we find that are left at the end of this evening. I'm sure we're not going to be called on for any emergency, but if anything does happen, please remain seated. We will be advised as to what's going to happen, but in the absence of any advice, we will sort of leave the building the way we came in. And also a big thank you to all the technical team who've made this event possible as well. I understand that this event will be streamed live on the internet, so perhaps when I sit down I should ring up my agent and see what we can negotiate afterwards. I don't really know. So I would like to call on, firstly, His Excellency the Ambassador to formally open this evening's event, and then following the Ambassador, NAOMI would like to say a few words as well. So, Mr. Ambassador.
Good evening. My name is Keiichi Hayashi. I'm the Japanese ambassador here. My lords, excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Well, first of all, I'm not part of the musical program, so don't expect me to sing a song. May I, at the outset, thank Hokusai Orchestra London and Ms. Naomi Suzuki, as well as their friends, for organizing this wonderful event. Nearly 4 years have passed since the Great East Japan earthquake and tsunami struck the Tohoku region on the 11th of March 2011. I still vividly remember saying to you at that time how truly awed we were by the horrific power of nature that has caused such appalling destruction and loss of life, despite our preparations. The subsequent nuclear accident at Fukushima Daiichi has made the challenge of responding to the disaster yet more complicated. Since then, immense efforts for reconstruction have been made and have produced visible results, although from the victim's perspective, the progress may not be as fast as they would have wished. And admittedly, there is still a long way to go for the full recovery of the nation's social and economic fabric. From a more positive angle, however, the aftermath of the disaster has provided occasions for us to appreciate the warmth of the hearts of countless friends around the world, as shown in their valuable humanitarian support for the victims. As time passes, the memories tend to fade, failed. But the continued flow of such support sends a clear, very clear message that the victims should never be forgotten, lest they suffer twice. I just came back from Tokyo yesterday after attending His Royal Highness the Duke of Cambridge on his first ever visit to Japan. During the 4-day sojourn, His Royal Highness visited Tohoku, including Fukushima and Miyagi, which were the two of the prefectures most severely affected by the disaster. Prince William went to mingle with victims and evacuees in order to console and encourage them in their long journey for reconstruction. You may have seen it on TV as it was given wide coverage, but I witnessed myself how enormously positive an impact a royal visit could have on those who are suffering. His Royal Highness's presence alone created massive excitement, and his conversation with mothers and grandmothers, as well as his kind words addressed to children, were met with great cheer. The people he encountered were genuinely touched, and their spirits were visibly lifted. Prime Minister Abe himself hosted a traditional kaiseki dinner in Fukushima for His Royal Highness, who enjoyed the exquisite cuisine made of fresh local produce, imbibing highly acclaimed local sake. We took it as a royal charter, sort of, for the whole range of renowned local agricultural and fishery products which have suffered needless reputational damage due to groundless fears concerning radioactivity. His Royal Highness thus won the hearts of millions of Japanese by showing his steadfast support for the victims of the Tohoku disaster 4 years after it had taken place. It is in a similar context, I believe, that Hokusai Orchestra London has been hosting memorial concerts since it held the Japan Tsunami Appeal Charity Concert soon after the earthquake in Tsunami. These events have drawn considerable attention and made an enormous contribution to the British Red Cross. This year, their charity concert is taking place in this grand setting of the Parliament, thanks to the strong backing of the British-Japanese Parliamentary Group. The BJPG has been the staunchest supporter of the victims of the Tohoku disaster. The campaign to revive the region devastated by the catastrophe 4 years ago is still ongoing and, unfortunately, must go on. The continuing endeavors of compassionate people in this country, exemplified by His Royal Highness' visit and this concert, are very much appreciated. On behalf of the people and government of Japan, I'd like to express our most profound gratitude for everything all of you have done to cheer up the victims and to help spur the reconstruction effort. The Embassy of Japan, for its part, will stage another event in commemoration of the Tohoku disaster on the 11th of March, the very day. It will take the form of a commendation ceremony for someone you all know well, who made an enormous contribution in aid of Fukushima, followed by the showing of a film about a family affected by the disaster and its consequences. Once again, I wish to thank everyone involved in making this wonderful concert a reality and hope everyone will enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and distinguished guests, thank you very much for coming here tonight. My name is NAOMI SUZUKI. I am a singer and an MC for tonight. It has been 4 years since the tragic earthquake in Japan. 20,000 people were either killed or are still missing. Many people still living in temporary housing. And in Fukushima, there are still numerous problems. However, bit by bit, my home country of Japan is moving forward. And as a Japanese person, I am very proud of that. I am extremely grateful for this opportunity to have a memorial concert hosted by British-Japanese Parliamentary Group. I think this is extremely important to tell the people in the affected area that British member of Parliament and the Japanese people living in the UK still support those who have suffered in Japan. So I am very proud to be here, and I'm so glad to be here. I, NAOMI SUZUKI, and Hokusai Orchestra dedicate this event to the people in the affected area of Japan, and would like to perform to bring a message of hope and of friendship between Japan and Britain. We also have a chance to see the rebuilding of Japan through children's smiles, and we look forward to sharing that with you. The Great Eastern Earthquake was a very painful event for Japanese people. But there are many people killed and afflicted by natural disasters and other devastating events every year. I would like to sing my prayer of peace for all of them tonight. I hope you enjoy tonight. Now, I would like to introduce today's conductor, Akiko Otomo-Smith. Please welcome Hokusai Orchestra. Okay. Hokusai Orchestra. Sorry, I didn't know where to come out. Made a mistake. Okay, so now my turn. Okay. Alright, next song is Record Breaking. It's the only Japanese song to have ever made it to be the #1 spot on the American Billboard chart. 上を向いて歩こう。It's called すき焼き。It's all because of you. I'm feeling sad and blue. You went away. Now my life is just a rainy day. I love you so. How much you never know. You've gone nowhere, left me lonely. Untouchable memories seems to keep haunting me. Oh, love so true. That was done on my gray sky's blue, but you disappeared. Now my eyes are filled with tears. I'm wishing you were here with me. Soaked with love, all my thoughts of you. Now that you go, I don't know what to do. If only you were here, you'd wash away my tears. The sun would shine, and once again you'd be mine, oh mine. But in reality, you want that would never be. 'Cause you took your love away from me. I wish that you are here with me. very much. Okay. I have always campaigned to give voice to the voiceless because I feel that it's important to make a contribution to this planet of ours. I have been lucky enough to be born into a loving family. My mother gave me strength and the courage to stand up for my belief and help others. This song is about how we must all strive to make a difference, called Mother, arranged by George Hirota. So Thank you very much. ジョージさんありがとうございました。素晴らしいアレンジをしていただいて。ドキドキしました。ありがとうございます。Okay, now I would like to tell you about a project that's very close to my heart. You will have seen the Smile Art plate in this room. Maybe you have seen the plates in the back of the room. They were made by the children of Fukushima as part of the Merry Project. Merry Project is a communication art project to spread smiles because smiling is universal communication. The children making the plates were asked, "What is merry for you?" We have collected 30,000 smiles and messages from the people who have participated in the world. Since the earthquake and the tsunami occurred, Merry Project has been supporting children in Tohoku. Right after the earthquake, Smile Workshop was started to provide emotional care for those who suffered. Over 130 children from the affected area were involved. Children's smiles are significant for people who have survived the earthquake. We all know a children's smile can bring energy and life. Through the Children Merry Project, children's smiles can now be our strength. I would like to everyone to look at the smile and wish for world peace together. I have composed a song for today called Smile at Me. I would like to sing this song while showing pictures of children's smile from all over the world. It's called Smile at Me. 「 供たちの笑顔から世界平和につながることを本当に願っています。Now, I would like to introduce about Hokusai Orchestra. Hokusai Orchestra founded in December 2010, started as chamber orchestra with core member of 17, and it now became a symphony orchestra. Energetic and talented young instrumentalists from Japan, UK, and Europe, based in London. They have been performing memorial concerts since the earthquake. Now, you enjoy Hokusai Orchestra. Otomo-san. A song called St. Paul's Suite by Holst. Hokusai Orchestra. Let me talk about a little bit about what's happening in the affected area now and how I started for this activity. When the earthquake hit, I was seriously ill and dying. I had lung failure and liver failure, and the blood system was failing. Just as I was lying in the bed, I received a message on Twitter that simply said, "Please help the people in the affected area with your music." I didn't know the person who sent me the message, but I felt it was my destiny. Soon after that, I started making songs with the victims. And as I sang with them, I started to regain strength to recover. I believe my motivation to make music together with victims helped heal my disease. Since then, I have visited more than 30 places in Fukushima and Miyagi and Iwate Prefecture, which were badly affected by the earthquake and tsunami. The first time I visited the disaster area was 3 months after the tsunami. At that time, there were still turned over cars, rubble, and damaged buildings wherever I went, just left as they were. Rubble was piled up as far as that I could see in Old Town Square and sports ground. I have been visiting people suffering because I really want to cheer them up with my music. When I have an opportunity to visit temporary housing, sing with them who lost their homes, I am always encouraged to see their tired face light up and become very happy. I am a strong believer in the power of music and the energy that it brings to people's lives. While visiting a nursery school, I remember seeing the children being quite scared, and a lot of them were crying. The children had become more nervous since the disaster. However, we started to sing together, then they soon became cheerful. Their smiles made me so happy and gave me strength. But people still need support. I heard from my friend who lives in Rikuzen Takada that 70% of population suffered directly as a result of tsunami. He said they still need 10 more years to settle down and rehouse people out of temporary housing. It's now been 4 years since the earthquake and tsunami, and mental health support still extremely needed. Music is one powerful way of strengthening people suffering in crisis, and I hope I can continue to encourage these people in this way. I really want to use my music to help people and keep creating music that will make people happy all over the world. The next song, called Our Song, the producer is Grammy awarded producer Andy Wright. Thank you very much, Andy, for giving me a beautiful song. And I wrote these lyrics with the victims, called Our Song. されてるってことその意味を手のひらで握りしめてる二度と戻らないその時間一つずつ今抱きしめる明日は必ずやってくるからあの時の道そこにないけど勇気出して新しい景色作るんだ未来までシンガソン雨の日にもシンガソン夜空見上げ曇っててもそこに星はあるシンガソンだからこそシンガソン言える言葉の力信じて君の声はここに届いてるその笑顔ありがとう Sing a song to you Sing a song to Sing a song心つなぎ Sing a song 手を取り合い君の声を遠く響かせよ Sing a song 笑顔つなぎ Sing a song 一つになるこの道を進むものしかわからないこの痛み受け止めながら Sing a song La 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 Thank you very much. You've been a beautiful song. Thank you very much, Andy Wright. Okay. Okay. While as the orchestra is playing, you will see picture of how the people who survived the earthquake are rebuilding their lives and getting back on their feet. Song called Serenade by Elga. Hokusai Orchestra. I forgot to tell you something. Last time I sung our song is 30 victims helped me to write lyrics together. And then today I had a lot of message from the person who wrote lyrics together. You must say this in here. And then I forgot. So たくさんの被災者の方々と一緒に書いた曲でした。ということで、next song. Okay. Next song. I think everyone knows, very familiar with next song, called When You Wish Upon a Star. When you wish Thank you very much. 本当に皆さんの幸せを願っています。This song, next song is gonna be last song for us. Before we start perform last song, I would like to say thank to Mr. Roger Godosif and his secretary Alicia. Alicia gave us the idea which do a memorial concert here. So thank you very much, Alicia. We really appreciate that. Also, 三山さん、どうもありがとうございました。Also, 三山さん gave us chance to connect British Japanese parliamentary group between us. Thank you very much. So now we are going to perform last song called Hana wa Saku. It was the charity appeal song for the earthquake and tsunami. All the famous singers from affected areas sang on this single. Many of you will know this song, so please do join in. Mashiro na yukimichi ni と受け止めていいんでしょうか。I believe this is encore. Is that okay? Thank you. So next, last song. No, encore song. Where with the alcohol, I just sang Sukiyaki slow version, but now I'm going to sing in Japanese. So maybe all of you in Japanese know these songs. So please sing together. Where with the alcohol. 本当にありがとうございました。Thank you very much for staying to the end. I hope that you enjoyed this evening. I am delighted that we are able to send a message of hope to people still living in the affected area in Japan and to hold them in our thoughts. Let me speak a little bit Japanese here. 今日は本当に皆さんお越しいただきまして本当にどうもありがとうございました。ここにお越しいただいた一人一人の本当にご支援と、思いがなければこのコンサートは開けませんでした。本当に皆さんのご支援のおかげです。本当にどうもありがとうございました。 とうございます。大友さんとこの何ヶ月間か本当に一生懸命頑張って、ここに立てたことを本当に幸せに思います。今日はたくさんの日本のメディアの方が来ていただいていますけれども、メディアの方に、私たちが今日は代表でここのステージに立たせていただいていますけれども、ここに集まってくださった一人一人の皆さんの気持ち、在英日本人全員の気持ち、そしてこのコンサートを開いてくださった、ブリティッシュ・ジャパニーズ・パーラメンタリーグループの皆さんの気持ち、一人一人一つ一つの気持ちをどうか、私たちの祖国日本、そして被災地に伝えていただきたいと思います。よろしくお願いいたします。I'd like to thank to the British Japanese Parliamentary Group, all our sponsors and people from Japanese community for enabling the member of Hokusai Orchestra and me to stand here to perform and to send this message to Japan. どうもありがとうございました。